putting something together. Chris, Melissa, thank you for asking. I feel so much better. I'm still kind of working out some kinks, but so much better. Thank you for asking. And actually, the whole experience actually made me want to write a book about, well, I don't want to give anything away, but I'm hoping to be able to throw something together. I think it's going to be very eye-opening. It's a long story. I wish I could tell you more. And I am actually down for talking to people about it, I guess more privately before actually like releasing a book. Also, writing a book is like a lot of work. It's not something I exactly like want to take on right now, but we'll see what happens. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of stirring. This is like almost done, but I figure it'll give time for people to come on in. And I should have checked the time when I first started cooking, but I didn't. Because after a while, you think to yourself, oh, I've been cooking for these years or whatever. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, hey, Christy. P. All right. So, yeah. But how are people doing? I feel like I haven't really said hey to people in a bit. Oh, the puppies are good. I finally got them to see a vet. We have more appointments, like every weekend, pretty much. Like every weekend, we have at least one vet appointment. I think that this is about done. I really wish I checked the time when I started cooking. I also wish I'd been hungry before I started cooking. But I was like, well, if I'm like gonna go live, I might as well like cook now. I don't know. I didn't want to cook it like in the middle of it. Which is stupid. But whatever. But I actually got so much done here at home too the last few days. I took just like a few days off from work, and it's amazing how much you can get done in just a few days. I mean, but I got so much stuff like put away and organized here. Because, the shed was finally put together. And so now I have to, once the snow's gone, I'm going to be able to move stuff, like, from in here to out in the shed. Let's see. Yep. Cruise Melissa, we are still on pause. Yep. But it's funny because so many people have been reaching out to me about it. And it's like, I want to say so much, but I can't right now. And just to show you is what I made. Chicken stir fry. So I've been craving it. I'm glad I finally made it. right? And it is delicious too. Like, I mean, it's just from one of those like frozen bags, but it's such a simple dinner. And it's got the vegetables in there. So it's good because like, you literally only have to worry about buying that one bag, opening it, making it. It's got everything you need. Now, I'm not going to fully wash the dishes right now. I am just going to rinse it, guys, so just give me 1 sec. There we go. So I just hate it when food like sticks to the side and then dries on. So I just want to get rid of that. All right. So today is Micah's birthday. I know there was like an event thing, like a bench memorial thing done in Myrtle Beach. I wanted to be able to go, but and originally when I like wanted to take what was I just saying? I originally wanted to take those days off to go to Myrtle Beach, which is why I'm aggravated that then I got hurt, because then I end up needing to take the time off for that. It's going to be really hot. Oh, it's actually not too hot. It's like perfect. Oh my God. I can see myself like doing a shoveling action, and I don't want to do that right now. What's it called? So, have people been noticing things lately on TikTok? I wanna see what people have to say about this in the comments. And obviously, if anybody does want to come up, please request to come on up if you'd like to talk about it. But has anybody been noticing things lately on TikTok? Things that make you go, Things that don't quite sound right. Or seem like outright lies. Anything like that? No? I'd say don't be nervous. I think we all know that depending on who finds out, who is, I guess, like, being honest, like, they will absolutely retaliate. If there's one thing we know about certain people, it's that they retaliate. So if people have backup accounts and you want to come back in on those, feel free. But are people noticing things that make you go, or that you notice are just outright lies on TikTok lately? Hello.
For some reason, I thought that we were on the live and he's over here saying, that looks delicious as you're eating. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. What are you eating?
Chicken stir fry.
Oh, that sounds good.
It is really good. But what's it called? But But yeah, I just kind of like opened it up. Opened up on here, just kind of asking people if they're noticing things that make them go or things that seem like just outright lies. Things lately happening on TikTok.
Has anybody said anything?
One person just said that they were away, and since getting back, everything has been weird. But I also understand people being nervous to comment too much because from, what we do know about people who are putting out outright lies, they will retaliate if anybody, kind of says anything. Things seeming weird is, nothing, direct, nothing to retaliate against, but right there. But I understand people being fearful because of that retaliation. But I'd also just like to remind people that there's power in numbers, and that's why the lies get told and those false narratives end up getting perpetuated.
Right. It's like kind of like a group against one or two, as opposed to, and I think that other people think, oh, there's a large group on this end. There's no large group. There's no large group.
Right. Yeah.
Go. There's a
Right. Yeah.
So it's a little bit much. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I don't take anybody wanting to stay out of it against them at all. I get it. I don't against them at all.
Right.
I just am not that type of person. Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah. But one thing, well, I heard something last night that I thought just sounded, but one thing, I heard something last night that I thought just sounded, uninformed, and I think I was surprised by the whole thing. So I don't know how many people who are in here, and I don't know how many people who are in here have heard of this person, but there's somebody by the name of Cam who had reached out to me a couple times. And he reached out to me because he wanted to talk about, what was happening with between myself and somebody else on TikTok, and because the other person who uses TikTok had been involving another uninvolved person, and involving them into the issues that this person was starting with me. And so Cam wanted to talk about all that, and the times I talked to him, he seemed very open, receptive. I explained that, I'm not bringing up this person. I'm not putting out content about them. I'm not talking about them disparagingly. I'm not even bringing them up into the conversation. Somebody else is involving them. And then when things are said, yeah, I'm not even bringing them up into else is involving them. Then when things are said, yeah, I'm going to play a clip. I will play a clip of what that person is saying, even if that person has other people up on panel. Because what I believe that person was doing was, I believe that TikTok user was having vulnerable people get involved in the conversation, having them say negative things about me so that I wouldn't be able to say anything back, using that person as a shield, saying this person's off limits. which is fine. That's great. I'm not trying to bring these people into limits. My thing was, don't guide vulnerable people to talk smack about people. Protect them from being involved at all.
Right.
That is the responsibility of people. Protect them from being involved in any of it. And if people are putting stuff out, I'm going to respond, goddammit. I'm going to respond. So, and this person, Cam, was receptive to that when I talked to him about that, which is why I was very surprised last night when that person then painted things completely differently, which is why I was very surprised when that person making it sound like I'm completely differently, making it sound like we didn't talk about any of the things we had talked about. Like I'm just doing all this rogue stuff involving people. Right. That's not what's happened. Like we didn't talk about any of the things we had talked stuff involving people. But the thing that was really surprising was that then the person started talking about professional code of ethics and that it's not okay with my professions, the things that I say. So I wanted to take a few ethics I wanted to take a few steps back and just address something kind of with everybody and help everyone understand something. So, and I know I've said some of this before, but all of this started, I did a live to talk about Tracy. A TikTok user got upset because people left their live to come into mine. I had nothing to do with that, everybody. Nothing. Now, that person got upset over that and then wanted me to just kind of give all the information I had, just hand it over, make it available to them. I'm not doing that. When I get information, I don't just put it out. I try to be thoughtful. I try to make sure I understand what I'm putting out. I want to make sure that things aren't going to be jumbled, mixed, taken the wrong way. So, whatever. I shouldn't even have to explain that, but also protecting her kids because Tracy's kids were named in some of those documents. You can hear them in some of the recordings. That being said, so then because this person was not getting her way, because I was not just giving her what she wanted, that TikTok user then because this person was not getting her way, that TikTok user then started saying, I'm a DV survivor. As if that has anything. That TikTok user then, as if that has to do with any of it. And then it all became about that. Anything to do with any of it. And so I let it be known, hey, I'm a DV survivor too. It has nothing to do with that. We're talking about Tracy. This is just too. It has nothing to do with that. We're talking about Tracy. And so what I'd like to say is, and I do separate Tracy. And so, and I do separate TikTok for personal use from professional use because, see, in my professional life, if somebody talks to me about their DV history, I'm not going to talk about mine. It's their session. If they are the patient, then when I am meeting with somebody, it is to talk about their stuff, not mine. But when I'm on my TikTok and I'm using that as a space to talk about Tracy, it's to talk about Tracy. Somebody else can throw their DV story into it if they want to. That's all well and good. But it has nothing to do with her DV story. I am also a DV survivor. So, and I am not going to allow somebody else's DV story to outweigh mine on my channel. Like, no. her DV story has nothing to do with anything. She has nothing to do with anything. If I want to talk about my DV history on my channel, that is my right. If I want to talk about Tracy and her story on my channel, that is my right. And hey, if people want to call the licensing boards or the whomever and make complaints, go for it. Because no licensing board is going to tell me that I need to throw my DV story out the window and only highlight. Licensing board is going to tell me need to throw my DV and only highlight this other person's. No, that's never going to happen.
Right.
That is never going to happen. So, and only highlight.
Right.
That is never going. And then they're saying, oh, you know, because you said this, because you said that. I mean, that is really serious stuff. And that he happen. So saying, oh, you know, because you said this, because you said that. I mean, that is really serious. He has no idea what he's talking about. At first, I didn't know him that well. Didn't trust him, didn't distrust him. I just, was. After hearing the things that came out of his mouth last night, lost all respect. All respect for that person. Complete lie night. All respect for that person. Complete liar, pulls information out of thin air and presents it as fact. That's all I have to say about him. Yeah. Pulls information out of. That's all I have to say about him.
And he uses intimidation.
What's that?
He uses intimidation.
Yeah. Yep.
And pressure.
Yep. Are you away from your phone?
Yeah.
Yep. From your phone?
Yeah, I was having a thing. I was having a thing out the door.
Phone?
Yeah, I was having a thing. Now I'm back. I didn't want to. I don't do that in the house. I do it outside. So in the house, I do it outside. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's kind of ridiculous that we have somebody that supposedly thinks that they are the know-it-all and that they're going to put that kind of stuff out, trying to scare people
Redneck
into
shit talker.
talking truth. We're about truth, whereas I could say less
Redneck
into,
shit talker.
whereas about that other person.
Right.
So I'll just put that there with a big exclamation point. 2 of them. Liar. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna swipe out 1 second. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna swipe. I'm gonna swipe out 1 second. Can you just keep talking? God is my rock while I just swipe out really quick.
Sure. Does anybody have anything that they want to ask or talk about? Anything?
Swipe out really quick.
Anything that they want to ask or talk about? Does anybody else see this stuff going on and have questions about it? Something that they're not clarified on completely and they'd like to ask something? Nothing.
Well, we had a good time.
Nothing.
visiting the memorial bench. That was fun.
Yeah, we took some videos. We went to the bench.
Good.
Yeah, it was nice. It was quiet.
Oh, completely filled in. Karma is real. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know when people.
Karma is.
I don't know when people say they're completely filled in. Sometimes I'm wondering who they're filled in
She's
from.
filled in. She's been watching my videos.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. They're completely filled in. Sometimes I'm wondering. Oh, okay. I have no idea.
But
She's experienced some trauma with these certain individuals.
Okay.
but it is. But
She's experienced some trauma.
Okay.
But it is funny because the more and more I'm on TikTok, the more and more I hear of people who say,
Okay.
but it is far. I hear of people who say that, they are past victims of this TikTok users. And I think I'm just surprised by, when I look on this person's TikTok, I see video after video after video of like the same titles being repeated, like the lying needs to stop. I'm being harassed. I see video after video after video of like the same title. The lying needs to stop. I'm a DV survivor. It's like, okay, I'm being harassed. It seems like she uses that in every argument to try to get
And then that's supposed to stop.
It's like, okay, it seems like she uses that in every argument.
Convo dead in its tracks because we're all supposed to be like, yep, you're right. Okay, we're gonna stop talking about that now because
But
convo dead in its tracks because about that now because
But
you're
even though Cam's a redneck scumbag, he did agree that just because you're a DV survivor doesn't give you the right to attack other people or use that as an excuse. So I wanted to point that out.
That's a great point.
Because you're a DV survivor doesn't give you the right to attack other people or use.
That's a great point. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah. So even though he's a dirtbag scumbag, he did agree that it doesn't give.
That's a great point.
The dirtbag scumbag, he did agree the license to go out and attack other people, which she has done.
and
So that kind of backfired.
We're all
July,
doing
like,
this
basically
movement for a reason. I'm a DV survivor. She's a DV survivor. You're a DV survivor. Everybody, I'm assuming here, is a DV survivor.
Right.
And it's like, I don't sit there and spell that out. You're a DV survivor. Here is a DV survivor.
Right.
Sit there and spell that out because we all are. And we don't need to reiterate it over and over again. We're trying to heal from our wounds. And it's already enough that we've dealt with what we've dealt with, but then we have someone that is on a huge platform and thinks that they can do this to other people and make that excuse that they're a survivor too. So that gives them the right to act that way and can do this to other people too. So that gives them the right to act that way and play that part and attack other people. And I don't know, it kind of hurts my feelings that there are so many people that continue to follow as if that's a good example. Continue to as if that's a good to follow. And I mean, you know what? You're free to follow who you want to follow. I'm not going to tell people who the hell to follow and who not to follow, but to follow. And I mean, you know what? You're free to follow who not to follow, but I keep saying this.
Well, I will tell you.
I've said this over and over again.
I will tell you who not to follow.
You are. I keep saying who you associate with, and I will reiterate that every day for the rest of my life. until my last dying breath. When you are, I will reiterate that every day for the breath. When you hang out with that kind of a person and you associate yourself with that kind of stuff, you become that and you act like that. Hang out with that kind of a person, kind of stuff, you become it does not bode well for you.
Yeah,
and I would think in the times that we are in right now currently, it does not bode well for you.
Yeah,
and I would think we need to do all the good in the world that we can possibly do, not tear people down, not try to make more problems that we already are trying to fix and figure out and make more, not try to make more problems that we already out and make this is becoming something that it should never have been. We should have been for justice and these more, this is becoming something for justice, and supposed people are
grown adults that can't come to an agreement to stop the hate.
and
when you egg it on it,
and these
grown adults that can't get on it, you're basically like, sticks and stones and all that crap. I mean, it brings you right back to the childhood. Oh, I'm not doing this. I'm on it. You're basically like, oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Grow the hell up. Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just getting to the point now.
Oh, I'm not doing this. Grow the hell up. Really?
Where it's turning people away from just either wanting to be on this app, or it's just getting to the point now where it's turning on this app or wanting to even fight for Micah.
Well, this app is toxic anyways. We all know that. But it's a good platform to share things out. But when it's
on this app or wanting to even fight for Micah.
Form to share things out. But when you take advantage of the app to go out after people or to out people or shit on people, that's when you form to share things out. But when it's to out people or shit on people, becomes toxic. Okay.
Yeah, this was supposed to be about raising awareness, not raising awareness for Micah, for Tracy, for
becomes toxic. Okay.
Yeah, this was supposed raising awareness on Chris, not for spewing hate and turning people against.
Not to pull for your request on somebody just because you dislike them or you think something's fishy. When you start doing that, you show your true character. Just because you dislike it's fishy. When you start that, you're not about justice for anything. You're just a freaking shit starter.
And
it's becoming a pattern too, Danielle, just because and I've said this several times where I just, I post my videos. Every once in a while I'll scroll and I'll see some people's stuff because it will come through my feed, but I don't literally go and if you want to use the word stalk, I don't stalk other people's pages specifically, there we go, to look at everyone's videos on that one page. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have time for that. I do a lot of stuff during my life. I don't have time for that.
Right.
And
I mean, if defending yourself is stalking, then how do you defend yourself?
I'm just saying there's a lot of people that I guess may know about stuff going on, but I don't know who knows. And when I hear more negative than I do positive reinforcement, or I made a comment the other day about how I feel like I'm not begging for people to come to me and say, hey, how are you doing? But at the same time, when people are realizing that there are I'm not begging at the same time when specific people that are being targeted and nobody's reaching out to say, hey, are you okay? People are realizing that there are specific people that are being targeted. It kind of bothers me a little bit, just because I get it where people don't want to get involved, but private messaging, nobody knows what you're saying. And as long as you're saying something, but private messaging, nobody knows something to be positive and to try to reinforce someone to be like, I see what you're doing, keep going, or
I'm circling
thing to be positive and to try to reinforce someone to be like, or
I'm circling Micah's photo, Danielle, with hearts. I'm going all the way around it. But anyways, I mean, how can you tell Micah's photo, Danielle, with hearts? But anyways, I mean, how can you tell people to stop what they're doing
when you're doing it?
When you're double down doing it?
yeah, beyond.
I mean, you don't want all those things to happen to you, but you double down on shitting on people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Yeah, beyond.
I mean, you don't want all those things to happen to you, but you don't have the brains enough to concept that and understand what they're doing. I mean, when you're talking smack about somebody,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have the brains enough. I mean, when you're talking smack about somebody and you continually talk smack about somebody and shit down their throat, you don't think you're going to create a response?
Right.
And
When you're talking smack about somebody and shit down their throat.
I'm being nice about it too. Like, I'm not using a lot of profanity. I mean, I try not to. Sometimes I do, but
Create a response?
Right.
And I'm being nice about it too. Like, I'm trying not to. Sometimes I do, but I'm pretty good with it online. Offline, it's different. But to hear that coming out of the mouth of people that are pretty good with it online, hear that coming out are supposed to be spouting justice for Micah, but at the same time are spouting those things. It's like what the hell?
And then you see these male figures pop up on her lives recently, and basically like her thugs talking shit out there. Okay, bring it on. Bring it on. You want to keep going online and threatening people when you say it ain't a threat when we know it is?
And
Keep doing that. It's a good look for you.
And because they keep talking, they're making mistakes. Yeah. So there are a lot of different pages I've seen on here on TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have actually been looking into these people for a while now. And
when somebody blocks you like Cam, I think I've blocked him maybe 10 times. He's had 10 different accounts looking at my page through the past year and a half. I mean,
multiple accounts. Yeah. And luckily, these pages have been able to keep up with him and all of his accounts, and they've been continuing to collect information on him. And when people told me about this, I didn't really think anything of it because, again, I had never had any interactions with them, good or bad. So but then, of course, after last night, everything, I'm just like, you know what, guys, keep talking.
Well, I don't understand it. He goes on spewing out like, we can press charges and file civil suit actions and all this other stuff for using content and all that stuff. Well, listen, pal, you and your mama there over on Trees Law, I think you call her mom. I don't know what you are with her, but you've constantly talked about our shit. You posted duets with my stuff. So, make that make sense. You're accusing somebody of doing something exactly what you're doing.
And I've said this before, too. I said, you know how John Paul used to stand up on stage and he used to basically talk about, he used to say he was talking about somebody else, but really what he was doing was talking about himself. And it's like, man, every single time I listen to this person, it's almost like they're talking like John Paul. Like, they're talking about themselves, but...
Did you actually put gum on there so I would take it?
No. No, but, they keep telling on themselves. They keep saying that they're accusing us of the same things that they're doing, but we're not doing those things.
It's almost like listening to JP. You get up on the stage, and everything coming out of your mouth is exactly what you're doing.
And there are certain standards that need to be met for certain there's certain legal standards that need to be met for certain things to be acted on. And because these morons keep talking, they are giving those bits of information that are needed for those standards to be met. So, guys, keep talking tough, keep getting together and making shit up and pulling it out of thin air and accusing people of doing things that you yourselves are doing because you are giving the people who are looking into you exactly what they need.
Yep. Surprise! Yep. So, thank you. I keep saying zip your lip, but she doesn't listen, and I say it nicely. I don't think those people will say it so nicely.
Take that cactus and sit down and spin on it.
Sit on that cactus and spin it.
And no professional anything is going to give a person a hard time for talking about their own DV story and not letting someone minimize it and distract from it and say Danielle is attacking me because of my DV history. No, I'm responding to your attacks, lady. I'm responding to your attacks. Has nothing to do with your DV story. It had to do with Tracy.
You took all your special needs videos down, and the night before you were parading them on your live as a trophy. Okay, make that make sense.
Yeah.
We'll see if that continues. We'll see if they keep showing. They really care about those individuals. They won't be on the shit hating lives that she puts on.
Yeah. Just you can't sit there and say we're parading someone around and using them as a trophy, but then you're doing exactly that. We were just trying to educate people because we're
just joking. It doesn't look good for you.
So, and the other night, they literally, while they had vulnerable people up on panel, one of the panelists mimicked a person with developmental disability in a mocking way, and then they all laughed.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Then they said,
And
we're just joking.
Yeah, but the thing is they made sure on that live that they made all the people that had the special needs leave the video live so that they could not be a part of it, such as the one person that we were told came back.
Yeah.
And then also another person came off the beginning and they made them leave. And it was like, why are they off limits to everyone else? And we're not even trying to make them on limits.
Exactly. But there were two people who were disabled who were on the panel when the actual mockery occurred.
Oh, wow. I didn't. Yeah. So, I just, I'm trying to protect them. That's always been my goal. And I'm only one person and I can only do so much. And he's only one person and he can only do so much. And when we're up against basically the world at this point, it's kind of hard when you're being scrutinized all the time for trying to do good and people aren't seeing it. Either that or they do see it and they just don't care.
But it's also just crazy that then now they're trying to bring my job into it. My job is probably why I care about justice for Micah and all that in the first place. But again, my job is my job because of my experiences, because of my DV history. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, it's almost like now they're targeting me because I am a DV survivor and because that had me go into the field of social work.
Same goes for me. Yeah. Like, that I'm a survivor as well. They don't even know to the extent, and yet she keeps pushing buttons that she doesn't realize are hurting me, and I don't think she cares. And it's really sad because as a victim / survivor, if that is what she says she is, as she spouts it out every 5 seconds, I'm shocked that she allows for that to continue to come out of her mouth towards myself, and she exposes me for certain things that I didn't really want public. And not really too many people knew about my situation, and she's tried very many times to expose that and make me very more vulnerable than I already am. And it's kind of like I feel threatened in a big way because of that. I feel fine here because I'm with him, but when I go back home, it's just me.
Right.
And so I am going to be more vulnerable there. And to know that I've already had someone try to do a well check on me, and they went to my old location, and cops talked to my old neighbors, and they got my number. So the fact that they were able to do that much, and then that person that did that went back to her and gave them my personal information, that pisses me off, because now not only does she have my information, but she has his information.
Yeah.
And you could sit here all day long and say, oh, I'm not going to say anything on this live, but who knows if I'm going to go over to the C word over the other place, and we're going to have a private conversation. And it's like, man, like, what are you talking about that you need to go private? That's kind of like sketchy, honestly. It's so sketchy, and it's kind of almost making me feel even more threatened, just because of the people that she never had on her panel prior, and now all of a sudden they're coming up, and she's parading those people around, and they're using certain verbiage. They're cunning with the way they speak.
Yeah.
They say exactly what they need to say to sound like, yeah, you better watch out. But they're not saying a lot because they know that they can only get away with so much, but it's enough. It's enough between the lines. We're not dumb.
Well, here's the thing though, because they are kind of silly. They did say very specifically last night anyway who they're reporting, where they're reporting to, what report they're making, what claims they're making. And here's the thing. Because of the information they revealed, and because of different people who have been watching them and their backgrounds and their sources of knowledge, because of their work experiences or life experience, whatever, they know the mistakes that have now been pointed out and discovered. And so if any of them are window licking or whatever, just know that we now have the information on you guys that we needed. Reports are going to be filed. I'm not dumb enough to tell you who, with, where, or what the reports are, because if I do that, you will be able to hide it somehow, or correct yourself, or put out a statement later clarifying something or another. But you know what? Your foot's already in your mouth, and it's going to stay there because I have the recording. And we know what you did, and reports are being filed.
We're sick of it. Sick and tired. And we're not taking any more abuse from anybody anymore. And if you want to keep spouting it out your mouth, go right on ahead. You do what you need to do to make yourself feel better. And we're going to do what we need to do to make ourselves feel better.
Yep, we're going to get the recordings and send them to whoever needs them. The authorities.
And as much smoke as you thought you were blowing up our ass, just know we are not blowing smoke up your ass. So you can say all you want. You can make all the threats and things that you want, but these are not threats. These are actual promises, and they will be dealt
with accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah, Karma, I know, right? I haven't seen mine in 2 weeks because I've been away in South Carolina. I've got my therapist here. He's all the therapy I need.
So, but
I don't think anybody does, Karma. Honestly, I don't think anybody understands it.
but The thing that I've been finding concerning though is the toll it's taking on their trophies, on
Yes.
their special friends that I mean, gosh, it looks like they are going through it because of what they're doing.
I know that I saw one person specifically on a live, and I felt like he looked defeated. And he really honestly did not know which way to go. And for coming off and messaging us privately and saying that he wanted to find his peace, he did not look at peace when I saw him a few days ago. And it broke my heart, because I cannot get a hold of that person to even reach out to them and ask them if they're okay. And I feel like if they do what they did the last time, and that was completely on them, they reached out to Tom. They did not reach out to me first. They reached out to Tom, and they messaged him, and then he showed it to me. And then, we both reached out to him. I reached out to him, and I told him, I said that I was proud of him for making that, that step, because I know that had to be hard. But he was so confident, and I actually felt like he really honestly was okay, and he was going to be okay. But through a couple of days of him having left, he had responded back to me and had said that a specific creator had been reaching out to him a lot and begging him to come back. And I'm sure if you saw our videos, you'll see that, well, mine, that in that video that I had made, he said that he was not going to allow for it to, he wasn't going to go back. But apparently they got to him enough. And then the creator that was on the lives, that one that we're talking about, I noticed like a day before I realized that he had left and gone back, that the creator got on the live, and before, like a couple days prior, had like been losing their absolute crap. But that night before, I noticed they were calm and basically were like, let him have his peace. And I'm looking at this live and her, and I'm like, why is she so calm? Like, what is going on here? And then no sooner had that happened, the next morning at like 10 something in the morning, I went to go and message that person, and it had an exclamation point with a red circle around it, and the message never went through. And I was like, wait a minute. What is going on here? And then I knew that that specific other creator that had been coming over to him, bugging him, thank you, Joni, obviously had gotten to him. I don't know what they said, I don't know what they did, but I feel like, and I said this in my video, I feel like if he didn't go back, he felt like he was, what's the word I wanted to use? Sorry, brain fart. Being disloyal.
Right.
And I get that. I do. I understand that, because apparently this has been going on for years with this person. So it's not like they just came into the equation. They've been mind effing this person for years. So they have a hold on this person for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason. I'm not going to go into that, but it's sad, all around sad, because I can tell you right now that if specific people knew what was really going on, and I'm assuming they probably do, well, they do. I know they do. I just wish they would step in quicker so that there's no more damage done to the people that really need the support and the help, because it's damaging to him. And as a special needs person, they're the most vulnerable, and this should not be occurring at all. But if someone knows it's going on, that's why I've had a big mouth, and maybe people don't like it, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm not sorry, because I am not going to stand to watch that stuff going online where there are billions of people, billions, and watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watching it. You know, I would be so horrible to have seen. If you don't see it and now you're seeing it, cool. But if you were seeing it and you said nothing, now you know. So keep your eyes peeled and watch. That's it. And if you have something to add to it, if you feel like you have somebody of higher stature that you want to even make, so the more reports, the better. I look at it that way. The more people that report it, the better. So if you see it going on and you know the appropriate people to contact, you should not sit around and watch it. And don't block it because you don't want to see it and then say nothing. Block it because you don't want to look at it, but report it. Because if something happens to the certain people that it's happening to right now, and something bad happens, don't have that on your conscience, guys.
Yeah.
Don't. I mean that with every fiber of my being. That's why I've been so adamant about it. And I know it probably pissed a lot of people off, but I'm not about making people comfortable. This isn't about you. This is about them. And if you don't like it, walk away and don't say nothing. But then when I hear these comments, people private messaging me, I'm like, you've got nerve. You've got a lot of nerve. And I'm going to be nice right now. I've already had like, this whole vacation, if you will, has been about that person. And it pisses me off that I haven't really, you know what, don't get me wrong. I love adventure, but I'm just saying, oh God, oh my God, did I just say that? Oh my God, I did. I'm so sorry. Why did I say that? No, I did not just say that. I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Yeah, she does make it all about her. That's the other thing. I've noticed that there's nothing good on that page. And if you want to sit there and spout justice for Micah,
My open one, I don't like it.
And that's what was so infuriating was that night I was doing that live, it was supposed to be about Tracy, and then this person over last several weeks, months, then spun it into being about her. And the whole time she's claiming I'm trying to make it about me, and it's like, no. From the beginning I was trying to make it about Tracy, lady.
well, I mean, the other thing too is that all the lives, like, they're about the same people. Like, I wish that I feel like I think I said it before. It's like a record playing over and over and over and over again. It's like, man, like, people have to be getting bored by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's no new content. It's like the same thing, and it's getting tiring.
Yeah, when you run out of new information, the new information becomes about the other creators.
Well, I mean, look, I heard this one thing part of the live, and maybe you can make sense out of it. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. She said something about a Challenger, which I'm assuming was a vehicle. And then she said something about a first, a second, and a third trip around or something like that. And I'm like, what is she talking about? And I'm assuming she's probably referring to thinking that she's being followed, but that's got nothing to do
I
with
think that
me.
had to do with when she thought she was getting followed last time she went to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay.
Like she's not important enough for someone to follow her, but she's been talking about it for a year now.
Okay, that makes sense then, because I was like, what is she if she's referring to us having the money or the capabilities of finding people to follow her and chargers, like that's not happening. Sorry, I have better things to do with myself. But that's where I was going. I was like, I didn't hear.
All of our lives revolve around her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense now.
All of our both TikTok lives and real lives.
Yeah, I like I've got more important fish to fry than that. I mean, I sometimes I make like the ridiculous videos I do, and people are like, well, like two people have. Well, obviously these two people I don't really worry about because I think they're just as unhinged as they think I am. I'm not unhinged. I'm trying to make light, and there's a difference. Because you have to with what's going on, because if you don't, you will lose your freaking mind.
Yeah.
So would you rather have me lose my freaking mind like she has on several lives where she looks like she's about ready to lose her like marbles and everything else? Or would you rather see someone make comedy out of it? Because really this is comedic.
Right.
It is.
I mean, my gosh. And then the clip of the video I did the other day where she's demanding, I want everybody in here. Go get them now. I don't tell people what to do. Go get them. It's like,
Yeah,
lady, come on. How many more personalities are in there?
Yeah, and then she's like, get off, can you get off my live, please, to the one person that's special needs. I don't know if I'm assuming she's a little bit of special needs. I don't know to what extent. It's not my business, but I don't know who's who. I know their names. I know I see their faces sometimes. But in all honesty, I mean, we kind of are more paying attention now, like I said, for what we consider evidence. And that is not what she would consider quote unquote stalking. Because we just stay in the house and we just hang out and watch lives and kind of do our little commentaries. I've made little private videos of me making commentaries while she is on a live so that I can record my responses. But I've never posted them. Maybe one day I will. I don't know. Just for shit.
There's like a whole bunch of people even on YT, and that is their content. Their whole channel is based on reacting to lives or other videos.
Yeah.
That for some people that's their full-time job is reacting.
I'm sorry, he's doing some kind of little jig in the kitchen. I'm sorry. He's watching.
I'm creating new videos.
Yeah, he's creating new content.
He's got that song, Smack That.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm coming up with new ideas.
You have to admit, though, listen, if you go on Matrix's page and you watch those cartoons, you have to laugh.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will tell you guys, it takes him about 10 seconds to make one video. So he can put like 20 of those suckers out in one day, but he's got
another good one.
Oh, he found another one.
He'll be rolling off the press.
Yeah,
shortly.
Make sure you follow him so that you can go and like and share and subscribe.
The Matrix _Neo.
Oh God.
Coming off the press, hot. Coming off the press.
Oh man, I got my work cut out for me, man.
I'll give you a little taste.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna use that? He was doing You know, Ace Ventura, you know, when he's walking and he kind of does that strut with his head. That's what he was just doing. It was so weird. He's still doing it. He thinks he's funny. Well, he is, but... I'm sorry. I have to mute myself. Talk, because I gotta stop laughing for a minute.
But yeah, so oops, let me see what that. Okay, so but anyway, I wanted to come live tonight just to talk about some of the shocking things I had heard last night and
motherfuckers and stupid fucking people.
Sorry, he's
Don't
gonna do
fucking
this.
twist it. I'm not mad at the world. I'm just fucking sick and tired of the liars, the backstabbers, the fake fucks, the stupid fucking people who stumble through life like their brain is on airplane mode. The truth is, I don't lose my temper easily. I just don't have the tolerance for fake love, fake friends, fake promises, or stupid motherfuckers who think their nonsense is clever. It's not anger. It's disgust. It's being drained from dealing with people faker than the filters on their selfies. I don't need therapy. I don't need to calm down. I need people to stop being fake, selfish, clueless pieces of shit. I don't need patience. I need motherfuckers to grow the fuck up, shut the fuck up, and stop wasting my fucking time. So no, I don't have fucking anger issues. I have a fucking problem with pathetic, fake, selfish assholes who think the world revolves around them. And if that makes me the angry one good, I'll stay angry. Because I'd rather be angry than a fucking worthless, fake, two-faced piece of shit like you. I don't have fucking anger issues.
How's that one? You like that one?
yeah, actually that reminded me of the video James had put out the other day where he did like that text on the screen.
I didn't see that.
I put it in my video. It was but he said, you know, hey everybody, consider this goodbye or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then Tree reposted it.
Yeah.
People,
Oh, he's got another one. Hold on.
Thanks. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
Sorry. He had that song and he walked over here.
Let me. All right. So because people were commenting, no, you have a reason to live. No, you like don't, you know, be down on yourself. Don't whatever. And then she reposted it. To take
what was that all about?
Moment like that for somebody and then repost it.
Yeah.
And having female is baloney.
What is that? What is? I'm sorry.
And having female is baloney.
As soon as he comes up with something, he comes over here.
All right, I'm done.
God, I've lost. All right, I don't know if I was talking now. Well, fuck. Can somebody tell me what was happening? The message. I know, and now I don't remember what the fuck I said versus just thought and was getting ready to say. Well, fuck. I fucking hope so. I don't know how many times I said, can we turn that down? My God. Yeah. Thank you, Karma Israel. Yeah. She took that moment and fucking reposted it. Such a dark moment for him. And she took that moment to what, get more views? And then I wonder, what was her responses when Tracy was reaching out? She made such a big deal and saying Danielle didn't know her. I did. I talked to her. Okay. And were you reposting stuff when she was in her dark moments? Or did you actually just... Yeah, did you repost it or did you show support? Now I'm all fucked up. Gee, God damn it. God damn it. She hadn't talked to Tracy in a year. Really? Had it been that long? I thought she had said that she had just talked to her like a few days before. But then it's hard to tell because, my gosh, she tells so many different stories about so many things. 1 minute she's reporting me to the police, the next minute she's reporting me to the FBI. Then somebody says, oh, Tree reported Neil to the FBI. And then she, get your facts straight. I never did that. Oh my God, lady. Make up your mind. Take notes. Keep track of what it is you're fucking saying.
Can I say something really fast about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So for clarification, when we contacted the police department in Chesapeake, Virginia, we did it about, I think it was 7 days after the 18th, because they told us that she had reported to the police department on the 18th, which we had no idea that even happened. But when we talked to the police officer, he specifically stated that she told them that she had, obviously they knew that she had made the report on the 18th, but she also specified that she had contacted the FBI and made a report that same day. I'm assuming she contacted the FBI first, and then she told the police department that she contacted the FBI, so that was in her report. And
so she either made a false report then to the police or to us. But, well, definitely a false report to the FBI. But if now she's claiming she never reported us to the FBI, then she either lied to the police or she lied in that TikTok.
Right. One or the other. Either way, she lied.
Right.
Because she's telling somebody one story and she's telling us another story. And, you have to be able to get your facts straight.
And
right.
I'm just waiting.
Well,
I'm just waiting
but
for the
those are the
knock.
facts from the police.
I'm just waiting for the knock on the door so I can handle my 3-inch thick file.
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, you can talk smack all you want and say you didn't do stuff, but I've been documenting every freaking thing.
Yeah.
Since 2004.
Yeah.
24.
You may have forgotten about what you did. You may have forgotten about what you did to other people.
But they haven't forgotten.
You may have forgot about what you reported on. You may have forgot about the passing around of documents that are floating around the internet.
With specific contents, faces right on it.
And physical addresses and physical names and physical photos of my house. You may have forgotten about all that, I guess.
So, and the thing is that like when she holds alive, I think there's been some times where she has not blocked people, but for the most part, when she holds alive and someone disagrees with us or her, she blocks them. So she only wants people out there that agree with her so she can have like a hate fan.
But then she'll keep saying, no, questions are all right. Questions are all right. But no, they're not.
But don't ask that question.
Right.
And then she keeps bringing up her DV that we're trying to attack her situation. No, we hypothetically suggested that, maybe it should have been looked at a little more. I mean, just like she spews out lies out of her mouth about certain individuals that she says she has facts on, that she only knows half the truth. So it's okay for her to spit that shit out of her mouth and talk trash about people and make accusations and false claims.
And start hate groups.
But it's not okay to question her.
Right.
So, if you're going to dish it out, you should be able to take it.
And I did notice that she's like, what, you guys are going to be upset with me because I use a lot of foul language? Well, first of all, yeah.
She gives me a hard time. She always calls me vile because of my language, and I don't even swear as bad as she does.
And she laughs about the olive branch. I mean, go look up the meaning of what that means.
He put it up just so she wouldn't have to look it up.
It means that we're taking acceptance of some things that may have come off our mouth or lips that might have not been totally accurate or our own opinion about you. Okay, we're taking responsibility for that. It's basically saying, here's the truth of that.
Let's squash it.
And go look it up. Go look up what the olive branch means, okay? Basically, let's try to end a dispute. Move on with your crap. Take your shit down off your page. We'll do the same and move on. But she totally flat out refused, and I'm going to double, triple down. So you're making your own bed. You need to lay in it.
And then at the same time, trying to set the boundary of, well, these people are off limits. But why do you keep bringing them into it if they are off limits?
Why are you parading them around?
None of us even.
Why are you going to different platforms parading these mentally challenged people or disabled people, whatever they are? I don't know the story about all of them, but you're going to different platforms and parading them around for what?
Right. It's almost
what
like
kind of an example are you trying to protect them from?
It's Tree's three-ring circus. Like
hating on other people, how to go on the internet and harass and bully people. Is that what you're teaching them?
Yeah, that's what you are teaching.
I mean, the foul language and I mean, you're trying to say that you're trying to protect them from all this, but you have them on your panel watching it all,
doing it.
She's literally exposing them to it and then claiming to try to protect them from it.
Yep.
That's like, bringing a child onto the streets, the street life, the thug life, and then claiming that you're trying to protect them from the thug life. It's like, don't bring them into the thug life if you want to protect them from it.
And nobody's gone after them. Nobody's trying to take them as trophy.
People are just trying to hold her accountable, and she's using them as a scapegoat, as her shield. Well, no, they're off limits. Don't talk about them. It's like, again, lady, not talking about them. About
I'm helping them. I'm helping them. How are you freaking helping them?
Right.
Tell me how you're helping them. Oh, we did fundraisers and donations. Well, I don't think the conditions that James is living in is very good. I mean, you got water flowing into an electrical box. It's probably a bunch of mold in the walls. And then he's in a very good environment.
Then teaching him how to raise funds for other people.
Then when you have him on a live, you tell him what to say and what he can do and what he can't do.
Yep.
Why are you associating yourselves with and taking control of these individuals' lives? What's the real purpose of all this?
That's why I love the time with the guest. She had the guest up and he said, "Did I do a good job?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I do a good job? You did exactly as you were told. Yeah. How about that? You did exactly as you were told.
I do a good job. And then it doesn't really affect how I feel, but I mean but to have all these people calling these individuals mom and dad,
and papa.
I can't believe that these people
and my brother, who I've never met,
in their lives that would think that this is concerning. It's very concerning to see how you parade these individuals around that you say you're trying to protect on a hate channel that you run. Okay? I find that very hard to understand. Oh, well, I don't tell him what to say. Really? Then why is he coming over to our pages, scanning out who I am, who God's My Rock is, with several different screen names? And why are these other people coming on to our pages and eyeballing what's going on? And then you want to start recruiting Halderman that most people probably haven't seen. All of a sudden he appears saying how good you are and all this stuff and how much you've helped him out on some other type of scam that you probably did for him. But then these people come on and they say they're totally self-sufficient and this, that, and the other thing. But you helped them out and you did fundraisers and all this other stuff. And then you see these individuals online begging for money. I need this. I can't pay the electric bill. I can't do this. I can't do that. But if you give me $4,000, I'll give it to a homeless person.
Right.
Really? Really? What kind of joke is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I just don't understand that.
And teaching them to raise money for other people so that they can get a car. And it's like, you know
But
what?
we're not on here.
Rather than teaching all these people how to raise money, why don't we teach them some skills so that they can work?
Yeah, because they're very capable of running the internet, apparently. So they're obviously teachable.
And making 12 false accounts.
Yeah. They could be social media people at different companies. You know, they could be the social media managers or coordinators.
And that's not even a joke either. I mean, shit, if you can make 12 different friggin' fake accounts, I mean...
They can work from home. They can work from home doing that job.
Yeah.
Well, you don't understand their background, so you don't have a right to say that.
Yeah.
We don't have to have we don't need to know what their background is. We just need to know what we see on your lives, that you parade these people around, you use them as trophies to get a pat on the back.
I'm sorry that I had the mouth to basically speak what nobody else would. And maybe other people have in the past. But I saw it. And as soon as I started calling her out on it, she started ripping me another one. Well, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I don't know why you think I'm going to. And if you're going to put men on the panel to try to intimidate me as a woman, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. But just know that everyone's watching you. And you have 800 followers so far because people are seeing through your shit.
And not sure if anyone noticed this, but Hollerman did a really creepy sexy time dance while vulnerable people were on the panel.
And made fun
and made fun of like these are the people we need to be protecting them from.
Mm-hmm.
And they have them up on panel with them.
And it just seems odd that they're rounding these people up. And it's even more disturbing to know that certain other individuals that are pastors and pastors' wives are also contributing to that. And that these certain individuals would come on alive and talk smack and inappropriate things coming off their lips towards other individuals. I have that video.
I mean, some of the things that came off my lips, I mean, I told Tree to flap a cum dumpster somewhere else. So it's like some of the things coming off my lips, like it's hard sometimes to judge.
Well, that's a northerner, figure of speech, basically.
Well, I'm trying to help expand it.
Yeah. I thought it was very appropriate, actually. But
I mean, what else could I have said in that moment, really?
Well, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, it flowed off nicely, though. Yeah, I got flack for that. I like that, and I got flack for it. Well, I'm sorry, but I think she couldn't have said it any better.
You got flagged?
Did I?
You just said you got flagged.
No, I got flack.
Flack.
Just figure of speech,
Backlash.
Yeah, backlash. Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck. Whoever didn't love it, fuck, I lost my train of thought there. I forget where I was going with that. Oh, it doesn't have a sense of humor. That's it. Doesn't have a sense of humor. I started having my medicine already, if you can tell.
Okay. Yeah. If you're gonna dish it out,
you got to be able to take it.
And we respond. And I try to do it where I'm not really. I just make my videos. Basically, I don't usually go live. I'm only on live because my partner's on live right now, but I'm sharing my thoughts. But you're basically making yourself look like a bunch of idiots when you start talking about the crap that you're doing. I mean, you're telling on yourself.
Right.
I mean, you can't accuse something when you're actually doing it.
Right.
Okay. Or if you're not physically doing it, you have your little minions doing it for you.
Right.
Because nobody asked you to go jump on our live and report back to you. We didn't ask anybody to do that.
Right.
And it seems to be every time we do go live, you get it all. So are you really telling us the truth that you don't know what's going on and people are just sending it to you? Because I highly freaking doubt it. You're smarter than that, lady. We see how you operate. We know you're sneaky. So what you just want to make everybody believe that you're not watching? Because she really tries to emphasize that. Oh, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I don't ask them to do it. But then why are they doing it?
Yeah. She doesn't tell
And
people
why are you?
what
And
to.
why are you the boss?
She never tells people what to do, and then she demands that they go get them now. Get all of them.
Get all of them. I mean, one night James was sitting in there with her, and all of a sudden, go get him, and he bombed right out of there. And the next thing you know, we're being streamed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you can talk smack and you spew all that crap out of your mouth. I mean, I know I taste good in your mouth, but you know, if you're gonna spew it out, we're gonna respond.
And that's the thing. She seems so offended by when people respond, and then she like keeps going and taking it up another notch. And it's like, bitch, like we will respond again.
Well, I think she thinks that we're just so intimidated by her and everybody that she's bringing up on her panel that she thinks, so eventually we're just going to stop talking, or we're just going to feel defeated. We're just going to say, whatever, done.
I know.
No,
I would never stop.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. I am ready for someone to show up in my house, and I'm gonna hand my documents, the other documents, over. Okay, I'm trying to give them a chance to avoid being involved in a civil or a those kind of things. I'm trying to give them a chance because I am a big boy and I don't need to go any further. But if I have to go further, I'm very capable of going forward. And she keeps talking about money and this and that I can't afford to not, or it's just a drop in a bucket to go get the FOIA request. Well, you pretty much shared it all. And it is a drop in the bucket, okay? I'm very well set. If I need to fight and defend myself, I'm very capable of doing that, just so you know. So, I'm ready.
He's being very nice.
Yeah.
He's been nice for over a year.
But anyways, I'm not afraid, far as if you think you're going to press charges on me, because you better be prepared to fight in that court, okay?
And I heard it's pricey.
That's where I am with that. So I'm waiting. You're going to look pretty foolish when they look at the documents and they go, "Wow, such and such. Why am I seeing all this when you're the one actually the perpetrator in the issue here?" When you thought it was okay to take information and make your own little video and put your 2 cents in it, that's where it started. I didn't know much about you until you did that. So then I started documenting everything that I found that you were doing to try to destroy me. And what was that promise? Until my last breath, you're going to make sure that I'm off TikTok? Really? I'm still here. Yeah.
Huh.
So she tries to get people like permanently banned.
Well, she's trying, she tried. And the reason why my account got banned, I don't think she had much of a hand in it. There was other stuff going on, but and my own violations too. Trying to defend myself, but
Right.
I learned as I did what I did. I learned that probably shouldn't have said that. Probably shouldn't have used that hashtag. But you learn real quick. But anyways, no sweat. That went away. But when you make those type of threats, and you continue to have lives and talk about me and continue to talk shit, you didn't think somebody was going to respond to that?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about your triggers, that when people come and say things, it triggers you. Well, you triggered me, and I'm responding.
Right.
So if you're allowed to be triggered, we're allowed to be triggered.
Yeah, right. She thinks her triggers are the only ones that fucking matter. No, other people's do too.
Yeah, we all have lived through trauma and things in our lives, and you're triggered. Well, stop being the initiator of the triggers, and you won't be triggered because we're only trying to defend ourselves.
Everything.
If you make a video and you state claims and we see that you're being untruthful, I'm going to make a video because, like I said in my video, I'm a verbal person. He's a cartoon artist. Okay. I'm just the verbal person that I am. And I feel like it's better explained with me actually spilling it out of my mouth. So when I do a video, I only do one in response to what I just got done hearing, because I feel like whoever saw that is most likely going to come over and see my page and see what I posted. And then if she said something and I disputed it, at least I can say it in my video so that someone will see it. Cancel. So that I will see it, and then I can make a video to them so that they can see it. And then it's like, it feels like it's back and forth. I mean, honestly, I know that and that's why like a couple of days I like didn't say nothing. I think it's been like 3 days, other than the stuff that I posted today for her birthday. I think it's been like a couple of days where I have not posted one thing about her. I made some videos and I have them in my drafts, but that's that. They're just drafts. And it's also, because of my memory loss and stuff like that, I try to do stuff when it's right fresh in my brain so I don't forget.
Neither one of us take pleasure in responding to that trash, because it is trash. I don't take pleasure in it.
And I don't want to be part of the trash because I'm putting it out on the internet.
She wants to say it's childish. Well, I mean, I make fun videos. In response, I don't say a whole lot of stuff, but I'm just kind of pointing stuff out. Because I don't find it easy to trash talk like they do. I mean, it just flows off their lips. Me going live and trash talking somebody like that, I mean, I have a little more respect than that. I do say some things. There's a whole lot more in my head that I'd like to say that I don't. I just wish that you could have a little respect for somebody. You can talk all the shit you want, and you can say that I'm nothing to Micah, or I'm nothing to my ex-wife's kids back in the day, or I'm just trying to get money from JP because I didn't get paid. All the shit and hate that you're spewing off your lips it's total freaking bullshit, because you don't know my story. You only heard somebody talk about me, but you haven't really listened to what the story really was. Okay, you didn't get your facts, and then you can speak all that shit and hate off of your freaking lips when you don't have the facts, and you're mad because we made comments about what you're trying to make us eat about your situation and believe just you. Well, I don't believe that person needed to lose their breath over what was going on in your situation. You can't take that back. and then you parade that person that you cared so much about him. Why didn't it? Why couldn't he have been in another place or had some intervention to where he didn't have to be no more?
And also, why are you putting pictures of you and that person up on your panel or up on your videos and saying, "Oh, I miss you. It's been 6 years. I love you." And then in the same breath, you're spouting out on your lives, "I'm a DV victim." Well, it's either you are a DV victim, and you know, I can tell you right now that my shit that I went through was way worse than hers. I know that
It doesn't make much sense. You say this person has hurt you because of an illness that you want to keep stating.
Which we don't even know if that's even an
Right.
appropriate diagnosis.
We got to take your word for that because that's what you're shoving down our throats. And I'm sorry for any of the stuff that you may have gone through, but I mean, I can see a better outcome of that situation if you would have backed down probably and left or tried to get him some help. Okay? All I hear is excuses of why he's no longer with us.
Right, but also it's like her DV history, all the stuff with him, should have had no part in it. She's the one who brought it in.
Yeah, well, I mean,
at least in the thing with between me and her, it was all about the live from the live I did on Tracy, and she was mad that I wouldn't give her all the documentation, and then me not wanting to put it out to her felt like an attack on her DV history. And so I let it be known that, hey, I am a DV survivor. That has nothing to do with any of it. And
well, I think of everybody, most of the people that are on here associated with this case are survivors of something. And then, but you're okay attacking people because you talk shit about them, so and they respond. But it's okay for you to basically write them off and shove it down their throat. But you're crying that we're questioning your status.
Right.
How does that make sense? I mean, how is it okay as a victim of surviving something, whatever you've gone through, that doesn't give you the license to attack other people? I don't care who it is.
Yeah, she uses it. She tries to use it to win in everything. She'll bring it into a discussion about things that are not related, and it becomes about that.
Well, I only see her blaming her relationship with him. She takes no ownership in anything that she may have caused to trigger some of this stuff. I mean, because it takes two to tango, right?
Well, here's the thing is that because she came at me the way that she did and is trying to paint it like she's the victim in this.
For what reason?
And meanwhile, I had nothing to do with her. She started it on with me. And having experienced that with her and how fucking crazy she is, I mean, it makes me think she might have been the aggressor. That woman, she keeps saying no victim would do that to another victim. Okay, well, no victim would do what she is doing to a victim.
Right. Well,
and she brought it into this, and it had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
I don't understand why you weren't able to hold alive about Tracy, and all she seems to be concerned about is that she was pulling people out of her life. You were pulling people out of her life.
And I did because some big creator was in my
Why do you need to be the only one talking about it?
Right.
I mean, you knew jack crap about Micah, but you jumped right on that and thought you knew it all.
And then she was mad because I didn't know Tracy and she did. So how do I even have the right to talk about Tracy? But then she also...
How did she know her? Did she insert herself into Tracy's life and went out of her way to try to contact her to be that Oh, I got all the information.
But the thing is that then she got upset and was getting, saying to people like, why aren't more people talking about her? And it's like, dude, like, the people saw Danielle talk about Tracy and get attacked for nothing. Like, who would sign on for that?
Well,
so it's like so crazy because you damn no matter what you do, except for what she wants you to do right then in that moment.
Well, she isn't the overseer of what people want to do. Okay,
she's not.
You had every right to do what you did, and if she didn't like it, it's too freaking bad. I mean, you're going to cry because people left your live because she went live at a similar time as you did. So you're making a big stink out of all this and causing pain and suffering to an individual.
What all of it's about.
And several individuals because somebody cared enough to hold the live to talk about something.
It's not a competition. We all should be.
Well, she says she doesn't care about it, but she's turned it into a competition problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to report on that. I told you not to do that. I wanted to report on that first.
Yeah.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Somebody beat you to it. You're not the freaking overseer of TikTok.
Well, it's just like with Justice for Micah. We all had our videos, our stories, our investigations, our looking into things. Everybody did whatever they needed to do. We all put our heads together. We saw each other's videos and, picked up information from each other. Why is it that she needs to be so upset about the fact that you just happen to be holding a live at the exact same time, like you planned it, and maybe because your content is more positive and uplifting and hers is all trash talk, maybe that's one of the reasons why they decided to go to your live and not hers. And maybe that should teach her something, maybe to shut her mouth and only talk about the things that are relevant,
right,
rather than the irrelevant things that don't matter.
Well, it's pretty obvious for the viewers. I mean,
obviously not.
Just go look at her pages that you can see and just look at the content. It's bitching and moaning about every other person that
or swindling money out of people
or disagrees with her. If you can't see through that, in every video's her, you have a filtered face of her talking shit. You don't see pictures of Micah on there. You may see one or two videos where she's mentioned, but 98.9% it's about her. Mm-hmm. Miss, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. It's getting pretty old.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They gave me shit for doing that because I put my face with Micah's face, but people were asking who I was. So that's the only reason why I did that.
Yeah.
And I was brand new to TikTok. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know that I didn't follow your guidelines, that I don't give a shit because I put my face on there with her. Right. And you want to tell everybody that I don't know her and I have no relationships with her for 7 years. Where were you in 7 years? Well, she was being controlled by JP, if you want the answer. Okay. Right. She was being controlled by somebody where she couldn't talk or see the people that she cared about.
Yeah, that's what she didn't. She refused to understand that when it came to Tracy's brother, too. Why didn't she see him for like 7 years or however many years? And she was being isolated by her, the guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just statements that are trying to destroy somebody with no real factual basis to it. Okay.
But there are people that listen.
I mean, it's just grinded into somebody that actually did have a relationship with Micah, that spent a lot of time with Micah, and somebody that Micah loved, and she just wants to grind it in there and send that home like I have no feelings or that doesn't hurt me. Like a video, like posting a video with I listened to my. Gretchen of what the date was. I already said the date, but she says, no, it's the 6th. I'm like, no, it's the 7th. Well, I put the 6 on there. Okay, but she has to, and the song starts off with, don't make a joke of this. And what did she do? she goes right on a live and points it out to try to discredit the video or try to hurt me in some way. And just rub it in.
But
Is that respect for anybody? Do you think Micah would approve of that? I doubt it.
This last week has been so all over the place because of her that our brains have not been working properly. So I was mistaken, and I gave him the wrong date, and he put it on there because he wanted to just rush out and put a birthday thing up for her. And then come to find out, Tree obviously had one of her stalkers come check that out.
Yeah, I know. She can't see my page. She can't see my page, but she's got to. Well, I put it on YouTube, and that's open. So I mean, she got it.
Doesn't matter. She's stalking. She's looking.
Yeah, obviously.
So it's like you want to put digs on the father-in-law of Micah, the person that knows her, like, out of everyone here, knows her the most.
Right.
Loved her.
Well, listen.
She loved him, and you're gonna sit there and put digs like that. And anything about Micah at this point is gonna hurt because obviously she's not here. So for you to say something like that it's disgusting. And you're saying that in the name of Micah?
And you basically took me out and you basically broke the contact of content that was going out there that was reaching a lot of people. And I also had people donating to the GoFundMe's in the Francis family and all that shit. So you basically wiped somebody off the planet and destroyed something that I was trying to help in. So, but you needed to be the number one creditor here, right? We need to give Tree all the credit.
Right.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, come on.
And the only thing is, like, if she had, I don't know if I said this or not, but when she supposedly said that she was concerned for me, I said on my video the most appropriate thing that she could have done.
All right, hang on a second. Who's Cam's brat? Do we know them?
That's probably Cam.
Oh, that's probably Cam, yeah.
Big belly.
Well, it's probably him under his girlfriend's screen name.
But so you're gonna fuck, I just forgot what the hell I was saying and shit.
Well, while you're here, we'll take care of that.
I just did.
I forgot what the hell I was saying. I got distracted.
Oh, what's all this? Shared a video. Really?
Oh, maybe my brain will be refreshed in a minute. My brain's just so stupid right now. I'm over it all.
We're being stalked.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, you know what? We're on the internet, so we get that people are going to obviously come over to our pages. They're going to look at our stuff. But when you're sending people, block them. If you're going over to people's pages, mass reporting, mass stalking, like everybody is like, I mean, I even went on my pages, and I have both my pages. My one page has a large following, which that was banned, and then it all of a sudden popped back up again. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I'm thankful. But at the same time, like I have to go through that. And the other day I was going through it, and I was noticing, like, it was recent too. All these people recently started following me. All the people that are on her lives all the time, all on mine.
What was that screen name again?
Which one?
The one we just blocked.
Oh,
Cam
shit.
What?
Is it say Cam is real? Cam's what? What was it, Danielle?
Cam's brats, I think.
Cam's brats. With a bunch of flowers on it, probably. I think that was why I saw flowers.
She looks awfully young.
Yeah. He likes the young ones. I don't know. I'm over it.
I would really love to be able to not have to even discuss her name nor listen to it ever again. But unfortunately, until she's ripped off the internet, and he is too, and everybody that's disgusting that comes along with them, I honestly I'm prepared. I don't care. You know, I could go all day, and so could he. So good luck. And you're not gonna throw. Oh, you know what? I gotta say this. I don't know if I said this. He made that comment in the beginning, and I don't think I ever got clarification on that. But what was the deal with him saying, "Oh, because of the Privacy Act or whatever"? Blah blah blah. I'm like, what Privacy Act, sir? What is this Privacy Act?
Especially on public social media. Like,
right. Yeah, we can't use his pictures or something, I guess. I can talk about you all day long, though, sir and ma'am. I can talk about you all day long. And I could, but I think that I've gotten enough people pissed off. I think enough people have heard my yak. So I don't need to talk about it like I was, but if I see something or I hear something, don't think I'm not going to talk about it. Because there's always those few people that don't know everything. And I don't want them to hear misinformation from that page and then come and attack me. Because that's really been the case. And I told you this, I don't check my messages all the time. Thankfully, I don't. And I just, like, within the last week since I've been here, I have seen messages that they're from people that are on her lives or people that she's friends with, and they're coming back and they're saying really hateful things as comments and on my DMs. And I mean, I can take it. It's not that. It's just the fact that that's happening.
yeah. That's like ridiculous.
Yeah. So
there have been messages of support too. Like, I know, you know, I've gotten a mixed bag. And the people reaching out to me, you know, there's a lot. They just never want to be mentioned, you know, like by name, and I never will. Like, just knowing that, you know, they see what's happening, and, you know, they just can't say anything, because then they'll be blocked and or could be a target themselves. They don't want that, and I don't blame them.
You make your bed, you're gonna lay in it. And are you eating all my peaches?
no, you have another jar in there. I just ate half of that jar. They're good.
Yeah, I know they are.
Yeah.
We found
It's overwhelming, honestly. It's just overwhelming because I have better things to do with myself, and so does he. And I know you do. You do as well. And it would just be really, really swell. I say that nicely. It would be super swell if I could have maybe one day on my vacation with him without having to be sucked into this crap.
Right.
You know? One day. I just wish that, honestly, we could all just put our stuff behind us and just focus on what's really super important, which is obviously what we've all been trying to fight for this whole entire time. But it's all become about her and now this guy and apparently all the other people that she's decided to pull into the equation as well. And it's getting tiring and it's old. And I'm glad people are seeing it. I'm thankful people are seeing it. And just, I'm saying it from my mouth because I think obviously it has been my mouth. It's been nobody else's mouth. But I apologize for sounding like a crazy person trying to get my point across. And I'm glad people are starting to see it.
and I'm not taking pleasure by saying that and laughing. It's like I'm sure you know where my laugh's coming from. It's not funny, but I'm thankful that people are seeing it.
Right.
And I'm sorry that it took this long to figure it out for those that did not know. But I'm just thankful, and I can kind of take a little break, a breather, now that I know the information that I do know. I don't need to be so consumed with it, I guess. I can take a break from having to make a video and trying to rip them another a-hole, because every day I want to do one. Couple of them. And it's more so responses from her lives. Like, I'll sit there and I'll listen to a little bit, but I think I said it in my video. I don't know if I posted that one. I said, she gives me PTSD. Her voice gives me PTSD. I already have PTSD for real, but like, her voice, literally, when I hear it, I get ill.
Right. Right.
I mean, legit.
No,
And
it does invoke like sick feelings from within. When you've dealt with Tree, my God, it's my gosh. She probably has her. There's probably a Tree trauma response.
yeah,
Well, it's a
right.
1-800 number. You didn't know that?
Unbelievable.
I have those filtered on my phone,
1-800
so I don't
cum
get
dum.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done for the night, but here's my response, okay?
I'll get over it, but don't worry about it. I'll get over it, but not really. Everything's cool. I'll be back. The emotion and the burning desire that I have inside me right now will continue.
He's got a video for
Not I,
everything.
says the blind man. What makes what you're doing any different than what you accuse her of? So here's the thing. The thing with me started, I did a live about Tracy, and Tree was mad that people left her live and came into mine. I didn't know that she was live at that time. I mean, I never could have imagined that all this shit would have happened because of that. But then she was mad that, that I FOIA'd stuff and didn't give everything over to her like immediately. And like, no, I'm not just going to release everything. I'm going to release some information. Just because you have it doesn't mean you should release it. Like, some things involving her kids and stuff, I wasn't going to release that. But so she was mad about that and started bringing her DV status into it, and her DV status has nothing to do with it. It was live about Tracy, and she got upset that I wouldn't give her everything. And I mean, it had nothing to do with her being a DV survivor. It had nothing to do with that. But I'm also a DV survivor, and we're not going to make this about her DV status. No, this was a live about Tracy, and then she wanted to get her way, and so she made it about her DV status. That, I mean, gosh, what am I doing to her except, highlighting the way she is behaving, and that, like, it makes no sense. So it's very, very different because she's just on the attack.
I do have feelings about you say accuse her of. We're responding to the abuse, is what I want to say to that.
Yeah. Danielle,
Yeah.
there's a specific person that you could have possibly blocked How do I message you really quick to tell you to unblock them?
What's this question here? And she feels she's highlighting your behavior and that of Thomas and Gretchen. She's highlighting reactive.
Yeah. Technically, it's like could be considered a reactive trauma response.
You need to go back to 2004 and what created the problem between her and I and the whole hate stuff that's going on.
Shit. Hold on, Danielle. I'm trying to send you a message. Oh, there's somebody that you blocked and they're trying to get into the live and you blocked them.
I can't.
Man, hold on. Can I text you?
No, I mean. All right, let me see if I can unblock the person. Hold on. Okay. All right, she can watch it. Oh, goodness. I am Trishan. I love you like a sister.
It's broken up and sent several people over or had concerns and probably sent several people over to try to destroy a relationship that was being pursued.
Okay, so I did not share the clapper. If you would like, hi, how are you? To share that on here right now. And if I do, he's going to have to go live so I can play it. And then he's going to have to stream it from his phone. Do you want me to do that? Hey. Do you want to do that?
I think we should look at it privately first.
No, I don't think she wants that.
Wow.
That's for Danielle.
Wait, what is this about now?
I don't even think we should be talking about it on live, really. Let's deal with this behind the scenes, and then we'll figure out what we'll do with it. I mean, I don't want someone coming in here sabotaging the live in some certain way when we play it. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but I don't think we should do any of that type of stuff on here. Let's just hold the live and finish the live, and then we can discuss that after.
Okay.
I just feel that that's the best way.
She said just play it.
No, we're not doing that. Especially when we're being egged on to play it. I don't think that's recommended.
It's from them.
I don't care. I'm not going to display it on here.
It's good stuff, she said.
I mean, I don't think you can do what you want. It's your live, Danielle. But I'm asking my better half not to share that right now.
Okay, Grace. What we can do.
It doesn't need to be on a
Oh,
live. We got 13 people in here.
okay. We don't have to show it. Okay. Okay. So how do I do this? Because I'm on this live right now. If he wants to pull up on the live,
I mean, we got 13 people in here, but we probably got 1 million
You know
people
what?
watching
I'm
on the
gonna.
outside.
Should we end the live and I'll call you?
Yeah, do that. Because
yeah.
I mean, we're pretty much done saying what we need to say here.
All
But
right.
I respectfully, Danielle, I don't think that if someone's
Yes,
trying
Trish
to,
Ann.
I don't think we should post that on a live and discuss it behind the live and figure out how we'll handle.
We can always have another live after.
Yeah, we could probably come back.
And we can discuss it, but let's look at it first.
I just don't think putting it out
Trish
on a
Ann.
live when we don't even know what it's really about. And I don't.
Yeah.
It may be something we don't want to
Trish
share.
Ann knows what it is.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
All right. So we'll end the live and I will call you.
We will.
All right, Gretchen.
Thanks
Yes.
for coming to the live, everybody. We,
All right.
peace and positivity, and happy birthday to Micah, and maybe flood the live real quick in memory of Micah. That we're still here. We're still fighting for you, Micah.
Yeah, we will.
We love you. We miss you. Sorry about the balloon. The wind took it away from us, and it ended up in a tree. But it's going to stick there until somebody pulls it out of there, because it's stuck in that tree pretty good, right? But anyways.
Oh, send me your number. Send me your number.
Happy birthday, Micah.
Happy birthday,
We all love you,
Micah.
regardless of what's going on behind the scenes and all the hate. We do love you. We care about you. We miss you. People are still fighting for you. And praise the Lord for that there is people still fighting. I don't dislike or hate anybody on this app. I just want the drama to stop, and trying to do it level-headedly by just accepting the olive branch and call it a day. And take your crap shit down. Don't be posting about people. Don't be trying to hurt other people. I'll take all my stuff down. I told you I'd do that.
Look at all the purple
Immediately,
hearts.
I would take it all down. Because
So
I do not
pretty.
like posting hate and drama on my page. I wanted to post things about Micah and photos and things about Micah and just keep it about Micah. I wasn't trying to be anybody on TikTok. We love y'all, and talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.